Two more buildings. 30 Bond Street is a commercial building that got 5 stars. Also on the ground floor they have a creche, and but it's protected by articulated concrete. I tried to look over the concrete, but they said it's not the done thing. And this building is against a rock face. It's looking out to the harbour, and they created an atrium between the rock face and the building, a spectacular atrium, where they again used the atrium to the stack effect to get rid of hot air, and they have a rooftop garden, natural ventilation, and again the chill beam cooling system. This is a plan of the building, but let's just rather look at the building. Okay, this is the harbour level, car park on the ground. This is the rock face, and this space here is the foyer. Here on ground floor you see the creche behind these concrete sculptural elements, so you can't really see in. Very beautifully articulated. Even the side, the veranda has got glass in it to increase the light level. And then when you enter the spectacular foyer. And we saw a lot of this where they used 10mm steel plates to create the balustrades for staircases. That's very, we see it everywhere in Australia. And in this case they used corten. So very beautiful. And you can see things growing on the rock face. It's a really spectacular space. This is the old Faculty of Law, and then the link, and this part is in the air, and this is then reaches the ground, and they have a restaurant on the other side. This is as we walk to the university. This is as you approach the university. You can see beautiful old buildings, and then suddenly the Faculty of Law on its columns, the old law building on this side. And as you approach it, you have glimpses already of what is behind it. And they use this, I don't know what kind of timber it is, but it's very attractive. And you can see inside these skins, they have the timber louvers. So here you start to get a glimpse of the building in the background. An amazing urban design project, I think, to lift the building, create the bridge, and open up the views onto the old main building. On this side, all kinds of concrete slabs used to give more mass to the building. And then on the other side, the restaurant and the old building. It was so lovely to be here. We had a very cheap subsidized meal there, one of the few that we could afford. Australia is very expensive. And here you see the facade with some of the louvers closed on the inside and some open. It's really a spectacular building. Some of the screens have come down here automatically because of the sun, where there are no timber screens. Some of the screens open here. Yes, one of the roof lies shattered already, so one must keep in mind when you design for students that things like that could happen. So that is the same everywhere. And then this very beautiful landscape garden, and this depicts the main circulation routes. Very simple but very effective. This is a photograph taken from the bridge. A spectacular library, really spectacular, where the architect used the ceiling modulate the space. The ceiling is curved and goes up and down, and then through this opening, this upside down V or A, you enter the reading room. And on top of the reading room is another space, a very dramatic space in the library. The same timber is used on the inside for furniture. And you have this, I wouldn't call it a bay window, but a picture window where you can look into the library when you walk in the corridors. It's such a lovely space, it's very nice to be there. Looking down onto the ceiling from some of the computer spaces and from the picture window into the library. And then all kinds of tricks with ceilings. Look at this reception, how beautifully this the counter moves into the timber, and it leaves a gap there where you post your letters. Beautifully done, absolutely beautifully done. This is the link where the screens are down, the gap between things, and of course students are students, that remains the same everywhere. But everything is thought through, the lighting, water, where you can drink water, and again, the black bathrooms. Very beautiful. And the use of timber. The timber gives the building a warmth that would otherwise have been very, very cold. But the timber, it's a lovely yellow, almost like a yellow wood, same type of color, gives it a beautiful warmth. This is looking up at the screens, and curved nogal, so nothing is straightforward in this building. I'm sure it will rival the circular office block for cost, not the cheap one. Yes, so it was a real privilege we really saw the cream of the crop in Melbourne and Sydney, the buildings, and the architects are very innovative, and 5 or 6 star is now the norm. We still trying to do 4-star buildings here, but in Australia, in fact, it's more 6-star is the norm, because in the long run, the client saves a lot of money. A lot of electricity is saved, water